Good morning, everybody. Hello. Sorry for the delay. I had a phone call. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, let me go through the chat real quick. I had a phone call. I apologize, everybody. I apologize. I already in a short trade, by the way, on NQ. Let me go through the chat real quick. Dominic, hello there. Dave, good morning. Bob is here. What's up? Good morning. Lone Wolf, good morning. Good to see you, man. Green, hey, what's up? All right. It might be reaching for the gap. Yeah. Abhishek, hey, welcome. Man, it's good to see you. Hello there. Good afternoon to you guys. Quoted Life is here. Man, I haven't seen you for a while. It's good to see you back. Dominic Shorted, let's go. Sitting in drawdown. Oh no, Boom Banana is here. Welcome. Collective Consciousness, welcome. Nico. And Fizzlet entering the building. Good morning. I just get 4K. Wow, let's go. 4K, awesome. You entered now? All right. Dave the Wave, good morning. Oh yeah, I think I saw that. Actually, I'm not. I wasn't logged in. I'm gonna log in. Albert Truman. Sorry. Hello there. Welcome. Let me check it. Just a second. Why is my Discord giving me this message? Anyway. Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, pretty much going down everywhere. I do have a few positions here. Yeah, so we'll see. Not a big deal, actually. Small positions. If it takes me out, it's completely fine. Not a big deal. You're going to break even. All right, let's go, Dominic. You entered. Oh yeah, you said you entered. Ollie, hello, welcome. Oh no, look at that. This is going against me now. Yeah, I have a much worse entry on my funded futures accounts. I entered a little bit later on the Bully accounts. Maybe a gap fill, nobody knows, but we're definitely close. We are close. Peter, let's not jinx it. It could turn around. I can imagine a very quick bounce here up to the 830s or 850s. So be very, very, very careful on this. Yeah, view. Good morning, Marco. Welcome. I don't know if there were any news, but guys, just because I'm sitting in a few trades here, it's basically the same trade, but look at that, 1 and 2 micros. It's not a big deal. I can handle it. If it takes me out, it's just a small loss. I don't mind. If we bounce up there, up to the over to the 830s, I'm completely okay with that. So I'm fine. This is the built-in at Quantower. This is Quantower's built-in copy trader. Yeah, the trailing drawdown is a different thing. Yeah, by the way, it would be great to see the gap fill happening finally. That would be good. You're in with 1 mini. Let's go, Dominic. Yeah, I mean, you have a bigger account. Bo Marcus, hello. Good morning. Yeah, Dominic, I saw the post. I was like, yeah, I remember this guy. Mahavir, hello. Good morning. Congratulations on the account, by the way, Dominic. How's it going, Mahavir? Good to see you, man. You entered the universe. Well, as I was saying, you gotta be careful, because unfortunately there always could be a bounce, and there could be early profit taking as we approach the gap. So there could be bounce and high resistance liquidity around there. Gotta be careful. All right, you gotta be careful. Actually, I'm going to modify something here just slightly. Let me just modify this. All right. I think the MyFundedFutures accounts are, the TP is lower a little bit there, but we'll see. Oh no. Look at that. The bounce. No, I'm not. No, collective consciousness. It's yesterday I explained my reasoning why am I not entering these type of competitions, and it's not because of TRADEIFY. I just don't think that these competitions represent anything. That's the shortest opinion. I don't think that it's not real trading. This is, let's just, in short version, it doesn't matter which prop firm is hosting the comp, and I stand by this. The way people trade on these competition accounts is by far not the same way they would trade on their real cash personal accounts. So let's just say that this is not representing a real let's just say, anyway, it's not a real competition. And I don't want to offend anybody because it's good. Once you get into the first 200 or 400, I get it because it's a good reward over investment. So if you can get a payout from the cup, that is good. But I just don't see the reason to participate in this. I think it's misleading, to be honest. Not to mention, you're focusing your trading energy. Like, for example, I'm focusing on my funded accounts here. I'm focusing on making quote unquote, not real, but potential payouts on my funded accounts instead of focusing my energy and my I'm gonna get extra fatigue and everything just for focusing on that demo account to YOLO the competition accounts, full porting the competition, because that's what they do. On the top of the leaderboard, most of those traders are YOLOing their trades, which I get. I understand. But hello, Teacher FX, what's up? Gold is tricky, that's for sure. You full ported. We could be buying the dip here. Let me check what's happening on gold. Oh, quick look on gold. All right. All right. Let's see gold. Nothing. I don't see anything special on gold happening for now. There's no zone, nothing I could go with. So nothing on gold. Getting closer to that new week opening gap high down there. We'll see what happens. I was scrolling X yesterday and there was like 350 influence. I saw that post something like competition account getting reset tonight. Okay, so another thing. Competition account getting reset. If I would do a competition, I mean, if I would be a prop firm and I would do a competition, quote unquote competition, there is no reset. So if you are in a, you can't reset your real cash account. If you want to show how great trader you are, you can't reset your cash account. Like, yeah, you can deposit another 10K or 5K. Yes, you can do that, but that's not, you know. So what competition? I'm sorry, I don't care. Again, I don't care which prop firm is hosting. It could be hosted by MyFundedFutures, TRADEIFY, whatever. I don't care. What kind of a competition is where you can reset your account, YOLO it again, and then get back to the leaderboard? I mean, that's not real trading. Let's just face it. That's just gambling. That's gambling. But anyway, I get it because, again, you can get some payouts if you finish up in the first 400, whatever. I get it. It's fun. For fun, entertainment purposes, I guess it's fun. And don't get me wrong, if I would be entering this competition, I'm sure that I would be definitely making some profits, but I would be way behind everybody. But I would be finishing up in the green. I'm confident in that I would be finishing up in the green, but I have no interest. Gianni, hello. Good morning. My TP on this one is 706.75, but I'm expecting a bounce, so don't be surprised. I'm expecting a bounce here. Placing a short. Let's see. But everyone was expecting it for days. Now nobody's participating in it, so they fight it. Yeah. They want to fight this one. Trying to hold it, who knows? Unless you can, and people were up 300K in 24 hours. Okay. That's okay. Yeah. Because it's a demo account and they might be using some algo trading software or something. I don't know. I don't really care. Yeah, I'm not saying, again, I'm sorry if I offended anyone. If any one of you guys in the competition, good luck to get some payouts, you know, get to those levels. That is awesome. Obviously, if you get a payout on a competition, that's good. But just ask yourself the very simple question: would you trade the same exact way if it were your personal cash money, your money that you worked for, and you put it in a Forex, not Forex, the futures brokerage account? Would you trade the same way? I highly doubt that. I think that those individuals on the top of the leaderboard would bleed out very quickly. At least some of them, for sure. Rodriguez, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Hello there. Yeah, making trading an esport, that's the, I'm sorry to say that, and it's not about, again, who said it. It's not about the prop firm. It's not about who said this. Yeah, Brett Simba said it, but that's the biggest scam. I'm sorry. Making trading an esport. Why am I saying that's a scam? Because it's going to represent the falsest narrative about trading that's possible. But anyway. I don't know. I said we can expect a bounce here. I wouldn't be surprised. We still have London open. You saw Brad's comment. Yeah. What was he? I think he was saying something nice about my funded TV, most likely. Finally gold. Let's see. Yeah, could be. Rodriguez. Hello from Portugal. Beautiful country. Beautiful country. Welcome. Yes. Yes. Yes, Road or Zier's Road. Sorry, I butchered the name there, but I agree. It's actually getting people to gamble. So these competitions are basically building the gambling habit. Yeah, exactly that. It's a video game, no skin in the game. Yeah, $35, for example, for the entry fee, but still, like, it's a video game and it's just engaging the gambling habits. So you got stopped out. Hey, 136 is good on a London morning. I take it. We're up 500. Let's go, Rodriguez. Yeah, I might gonna get stopped out here real quickly. I told you guys we can see a bounce super fast. Albert, hello. Good morning, welcome. It was a Lakio. Thank you. Doing good. Yeah. From Barcelona, Papacito. Hello there. Barcelona, oh my gosh, I really want to visit there. From Mars. All right. Phidias also, I cannot wait for to not join the Phidias competition. Did you see my tweet after close today? Oh, I didn't. I'm not sure. I haven't really checked X in the past or since last night. I'm sorry. I'm gonna. At least 7,400 people blow up today in the TRADEIFY World Cup. So literally doing nothing. Yeah. Yeah, they are basically rolling the dice. How you don't panic and don't close the trade already? I'm not panicking. I mean, I accepted the risk. Rodriguez, I encourage you to read Mark Douglas Trading in the Zone. I made peace with the outcome. If this one is going to take me out with a full stop, I'm okay with that. I'm going to be looking for the next setup, and that's it. Just move on to the next one. Losing is part of the game. I'm not following the 4 hour. No, if it takes me out, it takes me out. $800 equal highs. Yes, unfortunately, I do see equal highs. Yeah, I think it's going to sweep that. And from that, it's only 30 points to take me out. Do you see any other confluence? Not really. That's the problem. That's why it's a risky trade on my end. So I saw this drop. I was actually kind of looking for a possible justification to enter the trade. There was a small fair value gap on the 5 minute. Very small one. But otherwise, any other confluence here? If I look to the left, Other than we're seeing that gap, there's not much else. Let me check the oops, sorry. This is the mini. The previous one was the micro. Now this is the mini. Okay, that's at 700. I don't see anything. Nothing. Nothing at all. Uh 70% win rate. That's good. That's amazing. Well, there are some traders out there, you know, it's pretty much subjective. Like that's why trading is so beautiful. Everybody has a different way to see this trading business or see the trades. Actually, hold on, I have to check something real quick. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I just checked something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wants to sweep those highs at 800. Oh, we have an SMT. Yeah, imagine that. 2 minutes of trading under 7 hours. He's definitely looking for the sniper entry then. Yeah, I got it, Dominic, yeah. He has fully closed the gap. I haven't checked it. Let's go. Well, it's a different skill. It's subjective, that's why. And it's good. That's amazing. 40-50 points on 1 minute candles. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, I did. I did, Ollie. I scalped a little bit here and there. But we still have time, so. I'm from Hungary. Hungarian, center of Europe, you know. Hungary. Well, it's a nice country, but yeah. Yeah, actually, not yet. We're not getting invaded yet. But it's kind of funny that we are the only country in the European Union that is in a, how do they call it in English? Anyway, our prime minister, since the war started, we are in a, you know, alert, basically. Yeah, it's a regime, actually. Yes, Rodriguez. So Hungary on paper is democracy, but in reality, it's a dictatorship. It's a regime right now. So Slovakia too. Then George Ezra's song about your country. I'm not really familiar with that. Alert regime, yeah. Yeah, our prime minister is a dictator, straight out dictator. He seemed like he's the real democratic leader, But he's not just a dictator. He's a thief. So the most corrupted government in the history of governments. Corruption is basically a basic thing in Hungary. Everything and everyone is corrupted in the government. Everything. It's built on corruption. The whole system here. And hungry for TP, yes. But have you ever driven to France? When I was much younger, Ollie, we were on a family road trip to France. I was 14 years old. It was way back, and we were in Paris. But that's how far it. I mean, that was a real long time ago. But I haven't driven to Paris. Hungary. So there's one thing with Hungary. Please do not think that. So the prime minister of Hungary, who is a dictator, is not the same as the Hungarian people. Hungarian people are great people. It's a great country. Great traditions, great history, and I love my country. It's really a great place. Our prime minister and the government is a crime organization. That's the different thing. Andrew Rose, hello. Welcome. So Romania is great. Romania is also Romanian people, I think, are great, and Romania is beautiful too. And I know in the past years, 100 years or more than 100 years, Romania and Hungary had their issues with each other because of wars and political things. Now, let me just say this: I'm not carrying any anger in my heart against Romanian people because of politics and the past mistakes which our countries made in the past 100 or 200 years. I think Romania is beautiful. I think Romanian people also cherish a great culture, and I don't want to drain my energies by focusing on those things that are already in the past. So what can we say? We want to live our lives like that. I don't. So roads are amazing. That's sarcasm, right? If Hungarian roads are the worst in Europe. I'm sorry. I know. I'm Andrew. Or Andrew. Sorry, Andrew. I'm actually regretting that I went into politics. I usually try to avoid politics, but it's hard to avoid politics on my end sometimes when the people are so desperate that right now here in my country. But I'm not going to comment on the United States president. It's not my turf to do that. I don't know the details of what's happening in the United States politically. I don't know the details. I live here in my country. I see the people. I know the people. I see how they're living their lives. I can comment on that, but I have no comment on the United States political situation there. It's not my thing to do so. Yeah, Budapest is beautiful. Yes, most likely. So the government also is having a special department that is monitoring social media. If anyone is saying bad things about the government or posting bad things about the government, he will be blacklisted, and they have their way to punish those individuals. They track you down and they're going to send the tax office or police, or there were cases. It's true story, guys. It's a true story. I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to cut the politics after that. I'm going to tell you an absolute true story here in Hungary. There is a YouTuber, a popular YouTuber here in Hungary, who put out a cartoon, let's just say a famous Hungarian cartoon about the government. And all he did is he dubbed the cartoon. So he said something bad with the cartoon characters about the government. Not too bad, actually. He was just criticizing the government with that cartoon. 2 days after, no, it wasn't 2 days. Sorry. Anyway, he uploaded that video. Guess what happened? SWAT team. I'm not joking, guys. It was in the news. SWAT team invaded his apartment, took away his computers, everything, and they filed some, I don't know, official claims against, I don't know, but they actually made his life miserable. The SWAT team went out to this YouTuber's apartment to take his computer, every digital asset, and they fined him or something. I don't know what actually was the end, because it doesn't really, so he's not ended up in jail, but just saying that this is what happened. The government went out with the SWAT team because a YouTuber in Hungary criticized the government with a popular Hungarian cartoon. There you go. SWAT team, again, true story. The SWAT team went out to that YouTuber. Just saying. Super dangerous. Yeah. I don't think there's any news today. On gold, there's definitely nothing I'm interested in. There's a fair value gap, unfortunately, at the 850s on the 5 minute, which I don't really like. Unfortunately, it could end up as a potential area of liquidity. Phantoms, welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, TLE, that's it. Hungary is a safe country. Yes, technically. Yeah. Oh, look at my trade. Oh no. Oh no. And yeah, I can say that like technically Hungary is a very safe country. I can tell you that. It's a safe country. Now comes the reversal. Oh no. Okay, so if it's going to reverse, that's not good for me, right? So we swept these relative equal highs here. Not good. Oh yeah. You were right. I thought that America is safe. I still think that the United States is safe, right? It should be safe. It's a safe country. At least that's what I think. Depends on the area. Okay. For Romanian, what prop firm do you recommend futures? Yes, I would say in Romania you can go with Funded Futures Network. They have no restrictions on Romania. Funded Futures Network is actually very great, so I would go with them. You can find the link in the description or maybe in the chat. There you go. Funded Futures Network, there's the link. Streamlabs just posted it. So Funded Futures Network, they're not restricting Romania. You can go with Bulenox as well, and maybe Lucid Trading. But Bulenox and Funded Futures network for sure. Yeah. Funded next too, but I think Funded Futures network is offering more goodies. Relatively safe cities too. 820, let's go. You care? Oh, 24/7. Yeah. Switzerland, Poland, Monaco. Yeah, welcome. You have a Glock? Wow. Yeah, so about safety, I would say Hungary is pretty safe. It's very, very, very uncommon to see active violence on the street, or, you know, whatever, aggression, or, you know, I mean, yes, obviously there are thieves and there are some robberies here and there, which usually, by the way, you know, those criminals getting caught by the police because they are just stupid people, I'm sorry to say that, to commit something like that. So it's I would say it's pretty safe here. And actually, I mean, especially in the smaller towns here in Hungary, I mean, you can leave your, I'm not saying it, you can leave your car unlocked, but, you know, I forgot what I wanted to say. Doesn't matter. Inflation in American countries become crazier. Well, you know, as the people want to get more, I mean, it's harder to pay the bills. People are getting more desperate. I imagine that there is a certain number of people who makes very bad life decisions out of desperation, I think. And it's a bad thing. And yes, the catalyst is also inflation. You know, people losing their jobs, want to support their family at all costs, and they don't really think about the consequences. And I do believe that there is a tight, I would say, or there's a certain small percentage of those criminal activities that's being made out of desperation, I think, which could be increasing because of inflation and unemployment and stuff like that. I can imagine, especially if one has kids, a family to support, it can end up in, you know, some criminal activities. It's not good. Flow progress is it a big problem? Mr. Brion, yes and no. Our prime minister is saying that no migrants in Hungary, so we're not letting in migrants to Hungary. That being said, our prime minister's brother, so his own brother, has a company that is actually hiring migrants to work in factories. So right now Hungary has 50,000 migrants working in factories, taking away the jobs from Hungarian people. And I'm not saying it's not about the migrants. I know that those countries are having financial issues and they're coming here to make more money. That's not about them. Before anyone says like, oh, how can I say that? I understand their problem. Our prime minister is preaching that he's not letting any migrants into Hungary, which is true. The border protection is very good. They're not letting the migrants pass through Hungary. But on the other hand, the prime minister's brother is operating a company which is, you know, having 50,000 migrants working in Hungarian factories. Quite interesting. 50,000 migrants working in Hungarian factories for cheaper labor. And that's the funny part, you know. The Prime Minister Orban is saying, no, we're not letting migrants in, but his own brother is letting migrants in. Anyway, yeah, I know they have paper. They have paper for it, yes, because they are just printing a paper that he can work in a factory. You know, it's kind of funny. And said the food was, yeah, the food is great. 15-minute candle. Let me check. Well, it was a nice rejection here. Picked up some liquidity from this fair value gap. So there was a fair value gap here. Picked up some liquidity. Who knows what's gonna happen now? I don't know. By the way, since we're still here and we're just watching this NQ do his job, can you guys help out the stream by pushing the like button, please? Help out the stream by smashing the like. Thank you so much. It really helps out the channel, helps us to be seen on YouTube much better. Thank you so much, everybody. Smash that like. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. It's free to do. It helps out the channel. Thank you. Hypocrisy, yes. Yeah, I don't know about those. Yeah, I saw actually, I went to a small town where people from Far Eastern, like people from, I don't even know which country, but migrant workers are staying in a small house. So imagine a small house, like the whole house is like, I don't know, 50 square meters, and there were like 20 migrant workers around that house. Imagine what a bad condition they have to stay there just to earn this money here. And that's terrible, by the way. So this whole thing is just messed up real big, and this is just not good. The whole system is messed up. That's the faulty mouse. Yeah. Nice button increased from 8,000. Let's go. I haven't placed a single. Yeah, there you go, Dan. You just don't have to place a single trade, and you're gonna you're just gonna end up on the higher level. At least 10,000 people have blown up today in the TRADEIFY Cup. I have placed 0 to, yes, Dan, that's amazing. That's good to know. Yeah. Anytime I received the free 50k take profit account, let's go. But how do I see the info on TradeAwait? Well, I'm not sure because I'm not trading on TradeAwait, so it's a tough question. I don't really know. You have to log into TradeAwait and sign the agreement for sure. If that's the question, there's a data agreement. Well, TradeAwait, you can download it. It's you can download it to our desktop, or there's a web application too. There should be a link. So your TradeAwait username and password should be seen on your dashboard. And you need to sign a data agreement. Yes, 3 bedrooms, 20 people. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Well, for me, it's convenient. Ashok Kumar. So for me, it's convenient. In my time right now, it's 8:49 in the morning. So I get up early anyways. For me to stream and trade the London session is actually quite convenient. And the MyFundedFutures, the MyFunded TV show on my time starts at 3 p.m. So you can imagine I can also stream that. It's 3 p.m. and I can stream continuously on my channel from 3 until like 5:30 in my time. So that's like 2.5 hours. It's absolutely doable. It's not a big deal, you know. It's absolutely doable. So in my time, I finish up streaming anywhere around 5:30 to 6 p.m. but I start at 3. So in the afternoon in my time, I trade and stream all together around 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours. And it's, you know, it's super easy. And in London session, the same thing. Like I'm here for 2.5 hours and I have plenty of time in between. So it's almost like a job. Basically it is. It's my job because I dedicated myself pretty much into the channel and being here. Camille, hello. I'm trading on Quant Tower. Hello, Teacher FX. I'm trading on Quant Tower. This is not TradeAway. Camille, good to see you, man. By the way, Green, I agree with that. I think MyFunded TV should be doing London streams. And I would be happy to assist to the London stream of MyFunded TV. I think it could be awesome. Pretty much ends in your evening hours then. Yeah, I mean, my segment right now, I'm doing 90 minutes on MyFunded TV from 9 a.m. to 10:30 with Terry. So in my time, that is actually 4:30 in the afternoon, 4:30 p.m. And I can still hop on, and I used to hop on to my channel and do like a 1 hour or 90-minute segment, depends on how the market is going. And that's fine. And I can finish up the day around 5:30 to 6 p.m., which is awesome for me. And remember, I have plenty of time in between these two segments. So that's why, I mean, time zone wise, it's very convenient for me to stream and trade in both sessions. Guten Morgen, Cesar. Hello. How much? On the MyFundedFutures accounts, I'm risking about $210 or $20. I think it's about $215. On the Bulenox accounts, I'm risking $112 or $115, as I remember. So it's completely okay. Unfortunately, it's just not going to take the fall right now. But what can I do? Pretty much seems like it might want to go into those 50s up there. Yeah. So 50-point bounce to the upside is pretty much in the cards. Swept liquidity here. Now it just wants to go. What? You got to reset? Oh no. Kevin, I can't tell you how much they paid me. I signed an NDA. I can't tell you. TRADEIFY. Well, I don't know how these resets are going on the TRADEIFY Cup. Yeah, Tanya is going to be a host every Wednesday. It seems like it for now. So Tanya is going to be a host on Wednesdays in the early PM session. For an hour, I think. So she's going to be a guest host, basically. Yeah, almost ready, Gabor. Almost ready. I have to upload the video. I have to finish up with the editing. After the stream, I will finish that up. I'm really way behind these giveaways. But to be honest, I haven't got the answer from two prop firms still. I sent a second email to them. Like, I want to know how many accounts can we give away. And I still have no answer. They just told me I can give away accounts, but I don't know how many. $850, yeah. Unfortunately, seems like that's where it's going. No, it's not hard actually. It's not hard. On my end, it would be super simple, by the way, Gabor. It would be just, you know, let's do the giveaway and we just pick the winners. But I gotta make sure about those numbers, and if I just say that, hey, we can give away 5 take profit trader accounts, and they come back to me like, hey Tom, we're not giving you away five accounts, so it's your problem now, that's gonna be an issue. I need to make sure that I come out with the proper numbers, but I'm gonna do that. So it's not up to me, but it's partially up to me. I just have to finish up with the video editing, and I need to know the exact number. That's all I need to know. Let's see what's happening here. What's happening on gold? Okay, gold is up there. Quite interesting how NQ is hovering in this area. Yeah, unfortunately there is liquidity at 849.75, so it's it can go. Yeah, I was a little bit too early on this. Not early, but trying to chase it. It was definitely, I mean, if I see this, if I watch this on the 15-minute chart, it kind of looks like it's accumulating positions. Yes, it can sweep higher above the 800s, but then still, why not just taking the elevator down? I don't know. Well, if it's not taking it, then it is what it is, right? It's just part of trading. Let's see. I'm gonna check my supersonic indicators. Maybe I have a signal here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, nothing. Might be loaded heavily to put options. Oh, really? Michael Burry. The thing is with Michael Burry is that he, ever since the 2008 crash, you can check it out, by the way, and I'm not saying he's not doing this, but he is constantly saying that there's going to be a crash every year. Every single year, almost every single year, he comes out and says, okay, this market, that market, this other market is going to crash. This is going to crash. There's going to be a crash. If you noticed it. So yes, he had an amazing short in 2008. That was amazing, and obviously he's making money, of course. But in every single year he comes out with a prediction that it's gonna crash. Michael, hello. Yeah. Well, maybe he's gonna be right on one of these predictions. So it's, you know, if I come out every single year that a certain market is going to crash, and And if I get lucky on one market and it's really gonna crash, I can say that for the rest of my life. Hey guys, do you guys remember when in 2016 I told you guys that it's gonna crash, and it crashed? I was the one who predicted it. No, I'm just trolling. Obviously, he's a pro. He's making money. Obviously, he makes more money than many of us. And one day it will crash. Yeah, I'm in a short trade, but I'm not happy about this trade at all. Edwin, hello. On Friday there will be problems. Repo server futures, really? There could be. Oh yeah, London opened. Totally forgot. Dan, thanks for reminding me. I totally forgot that we have the London Open here. So I'm not really happy about the London Open, because if this is the initial fake move, then it could be just sweeping orders and busting higher. Look at that. You see? Swept orders and now could be pushing higher. Well, I was hoping, original gangster, I really was hoping, but it seems like we're gonna have some trouble here, but I don't know. I mean, if you really think about it, for NASDAQ, 80 points ish is not a big deal. You know, we saw in April, and lastly on this correction, we saw 1 minute candles in London for 50 points, 60 points. It can easily happen. The problem is there's not enough volume yet. But yes, most likely yes, Michael. If Asia drops like this, then most likely London is going to go sideways, which it does, unfortunately. Yeah, bias is still bearish, but we are in this sideways action right now. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I just put on another one just to make sure I'm not missing the move. If by some fortunate reason it would go. Dun, 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 dun. You can't, Rodriguez, you can't connect MT5 to Quantower. Different type of data feed. It's impossible to connect. The only thing you can do if you want to copy trade, I think, if you use a cloud-based copy trading service, maybe they can, but I'm not sure. But only for copy trading. AD, what's up? Hello. How's it going? How's it going? You're welcome. Next point, maybe. I'm gonna be curious about this. Chris, hello. Chris Knoof, or Knoof, sorry. How you doing, man? Welcome. Verbone, hello. Well, so far so good, but we were hovering in some drawdown here, so it's not over by far. Let's just wait and see what's gonna happen. Welcome, Chris. How you doing, man? All right. So far, so good, but we're gonna wait. Remember, as we're approaching the gap, there could be some early profit taking, so more bounces could be happening. All right, so don't forget it. There could be more bounces along the way. You see? Boom. Liquidity sweep, bounce. Liquidity sweep, bounce. And this is how it's gonna go if it's gonna continue to go lower. PP1 hit, let's go. Missed you on MyFunded TV today. I was on MyFunded TV. Oh, you missed me. Oh, you wasn't there. Okay, sorry. So I just, okay. I'm still sleepy. I mean, I'm doing the 9 a.m. Open with Terry and Nick. And yeah. So the thing about MyFunded TV is that we tried out a new look, which I think is amazing. There are always things to improve. So we had a test run yesterday on Monday. We had a test run, which was having some glitches here and there, but at least we know now what to improve technically. So now that we had the test run. So I'm just saying that today we're going to go back to the old look just for today and maybe for tomorrow, because now we see what are the glitches that needs to be improved on the stream. But it was a great test run, and of course we're going to have some guest hosts on Wednesday. Gonna be awesome. There's gonna be guest hosts on Wednesdays, and I can't wait. So that's really amazing. Man, Tom, you really have crashed something crazy in market. Selling the market when it already down on winning rate is something. I mean, no, there's nothing in Rumain. There's nothing special here. There's just a gap. I think every retail trader, including myself, is trying to get to that gap. And unfortunately, the exact thing is happening that we were talking about. After every liquidity sweep, there's going to be a bounce. There was a bounce here, and now it bounces here. So I always say it's not over until it's not over. So there's still a lot to go if the volume is not going to turn up. We could be just going sideways like this all the way until New York session. I can imagine that. Yeah, ES is respecting those levels better. Yeah. Will you be opening? Green, I'm not 100% sure. For now, it seems like I will do the open with Terry and Nick. There were some talks that only Nick and me are going to be at the open. and Terry is going to be with Ash, but for now we're going to stay as we are, and we'll see what happens. And because on Wednesdays there's going to be a guest host, I'm going to be on Wednesdays, I'm going to be moving to the joint session with Ash. So I'm going to be together with Ash on his segment. Because there would be too many people in the conversation, so we decided that I can go with Ash on Wednesdays. It's typical, Dominic. This is typical. This is I'm not surprised on this price action. That's why I said anytime we're gonna see a sweep of lower prices, there's gonna be a bounce, and it can also bounce all the way up there again. I wouldn't be surprised at all. What is the trading strategy of Terry? Well, I know she's using the orb breakouts, opening range breakouts, and she's also looks into volume profile a little bit, I think, because she has it on her chart. So she's kind of a breakout trader, I think. But yeah, if they change your segment too much later, I won't be able to watch anymore because it will cost. Oh, I see. Okay, well, so far this is the way it looks like. So almost 50% of the gap. Or you would look for entry if we take 100% and then 15-minute reversal on ES. Let's check on ES. For reversal, you're talking about this fair value gap? Well, since we're already in a fair value gap on ES, yeah, so since we're already in a fair value gap on ES, if I would be looking for a reversal, I need to see a very strong structure shift. It would be better to see it on the 5 minutes, so I would be looking at this 68.24 ish level, 24.75. So I would be just looking for a swing high here to shift. That's what I would be looking for first. But if I want to go long, I need a very good target. So it has to be a very, very good target. So there's a target here, 68.53, but it's not like a textbook order block, but it's a bearish order block here at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Asia time. This 15-minute bearish candle could be a good target. It's very hard to say because the market is overall, the context is bearish. I'm not looking to enter a long. I would not be looking for longs on ES, not now, just saying. But I'm not really trading ES, you know, but I would be careful. Or breakout and get fill, yeah. Yeah, maybe Randall, yeah. Well, that's what the market wants to see, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. So it can happen the hard way or it can happen the easy way. Unfortunately, NQ likes to play dirty sometimes. So the hard way would be to have a huge bounce again and squeeze everybody out from the short positions, and then maybe later during the New York session it will go down again. Or it can be the quick way, just to take the elevator and get on with it and just boom, go down, because that would cause a lot of indecision in the market. That would be a good opportunity for the market makers to sweep everybody and go crazy a little bit, you know. But we will see. Do you trade NQ? Well, 90% of the time I trade NQ, 10% I trade gold. Yeah. Trading Star, hello there. What's happening? Trading Star, I feel like this video could be interesting for the future, because either I'm going to take a nice little TP on this one, or I'm just gonna have an awesome stop loss on this one. It could be a good content for the shorts. Getting the full stop or getting the full TP. You know, trying to zero, depending on how much time will it take, because if this is going to take for another few hours, I'm not going to baby. I mean, I have to close the stream at some point. I have to close the stream at some point, but I can't babysit this forever. Obviously, if I have to close the stream before the trade goes to TP or stop loss, I'm going to leave it as it is and let faith, the trading gods, decide what to happen with this trade. Look on gold. Let's check on gold. Will you come? Yes, I'm going to be here for the New York session. As soon as I finished up in my funded TV, I'll be here for the New York session. Yes. Quick check on gold. Previous day low has been swept. We know that. And we went through earlier on this one, and there's just nothing. Nothing I see here on gold. There's no supply zone, actually. I went to the 5-minute too. This is not a supply zone. It looks good, but it's not really a good one. You know, to be honest, because it swept the previous day low, I would maybe rather stay bullish on gold a little bit more. But not because I see anything special. I'm just overall bullish on gold on the big picture. So look at the 15-minute. It's terrible. I mean, we gotta look at the 1 hour now on gold. Price is congesting into an area. I'm not putting this because I'm trading trend lines, but look at this. It's just gonna go sideways until New York session. That's what I think. Could be just congesting here until 7 or 8 a.m. in the morning. And you know, on the 1 hour, there is a space here. It's an unbalanced price range higher. Looks juicy, by the way. It's way higher. It's around the 4100s. And okay, this is not an order block. So I would be leaning bullish on gold anyways, but this could be just going sideways until New York. So I'm not doing anything with gold. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm sorry to say that, but there's just nothing I could. You see that? Another liquidity sweep, bounce. It just bounces and bounces. So I'm not moving my stop because I truly believe that the market could be doing some dirty stuff here, some manipulation. It could push price back up there, even up to the 800s again. I just want to leave enough space for this to. And one more thing, market makers are watching this stream because we are getting popular in YouTube, and market makers are always lurking in the background. As soon as I would move my stop loss to break even, they would just, you know, they would not kidnap me, but they would push the market immediately to my stop loss, to my break even stop. So I'm not gonna have that joy for them. Last week opening gap. Yeah. Gotta be careful. Yeah, they are watching. They are watching. So, you know, as ICT said, he is a bullseye for the market makers. So whenever, if he would show his trades, the market makers would manipulate the market to get his stops. So because Michael is not here, aka ICT, the market makers can only watch this stream. And so you see, this is just another signal from the market makers that they are watching. And so I never put a stop and showed the market. Haven't done for 30 years. You kidding? Well, it's too late for that. Now they see it on the stream. So we just had to talk about it. The market makers stepped in and they're pushing the market anyways. You know, I can imagine the phone call. Oh, you guys heard what he said? Let's just push the market to 830 and show this guy how it... What? Look at that. They're pushing it. Hit the like button. Oh no, we're back to break even. No, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep tonight. Yeah, the Goldman trading desk. Well, I'm not saying I'm fully charged, but oh man. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But to be honest with you guys, I don't really get it. Like, how hard would it be for NQ to finally sweep that gap? And it's not doing it. So I thought earlier before the stream, seeing that drop in Asia, like, okay, it's gonna be easy. But yet, look at that. There's gonna be more manipulation on this one, unfortunately. More and more manipulation. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're over this. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly, Jack. So the bigger players know this. They know that a lot of retail traders are having stops above 800. So they want to squeeze them. And unfortunately, I think they want to squeeze them even higher, up to my stop loss. I mean, it was fun. We had a good run on this. But, you know. Yeah, exactly. Looks bullish. We'll see. We'll see. I've convinced people who trade NQ like Dr. K-Bell. Maybe. Good morning. Good morning. I was having a toxic relationship. My first marriage. So I was married once in 2014. I was 30 years old. I thought that I know everything. And it was a very short-lived marriage. Only for 2 years. That was a toxic relationship. unfortunately, by the time we realized it, it was too late. Like, we should have seen it earlier. I mean, there was some red flags, which I've been told by some friends that, hey, Tom, you know, there are some red flags here. And I was like, I don't care. It will be good. And it was not good. Yeah. Kindergarten, and I had a nice walk with the sunshine. Plus, oh, that's the perfect weather. Trading start. That's the perfect weather for a nice walk. Sunshine, 8 Celsius. Perfect. Absolutely great. You did your deal for the session. All right, Randall. Thank you so much for participating. I'm not Polish, for what? I'm not Polish, I'm Hungarian. I'm Hungarian. But hey, besides the current political situation, there's the old saying, you know, Polish people and Hungarian people have a great history together, and forget about the current situation because our government is, you know. But Polish people are great people. Hungarian and Polish people are great friends over the centuries, you know. 13 years ago. I know that place. I know that place, Ron. What's it gonna be, Yankee? We still have 34 minutes until the pre-market open. You still remember. All right, Ollie, thanks for joining us today, and see you tomorrow. Good night. Have a good one. You're from Poland, based at Barcelona. Wow, 20 years. Oh my gosh. It's on my bucket list. I really want to visit Barcelona. You know, I think it's a beautiful place. From the ones who were there, and I've been told, everybody told me, hey dude, you need to visit Barcelona. So oh man. What a crazy session, right? Yes, yes. To be honest with you, Ron, if it's too hot on the summer, it's not too good because it's really hot. And when it gets really hot during the summertime, some parts of it could be a little bit dirty. Yeah, I agree with you. 100% agree with you. When it's not the summertime and it gets cleaner because it gets also filled with other small rivers and such, I mean, it gets beautiful and everything is back to normal. But during the summertime, yes, it could be that, like that. Let's go, Trading Star. $420. hit the bank this morning from Take Profit Trader. Congratulations, man. Amazing job. Amazing, amazing. That's discipline right there. $20 in the pocket. Let's go, Michael. Hey, $20 is $20. That's actually a lot of money. It is. Trust me. In certain aspects. Mm-hmm. Oh man, look at this. Oh no, it's going higher. That's an amazing job, Trading Star. Amazing job there. Perfect. Yes, yes. Microtech Joey, we are in a short position, but unfortunately, as you can see it, we are in the red. But hey, I'm not worried because it is a very tiny, small position. I'm carrying this position since a little bit before 2 a.m. As you can see, we were in profit, we were in drawdown, we were again in profit. Now we're getting back to drawdown again. Pretty amazing. No, I'm using 50k accounts currently, but I made the decision that I'm gonna buy 150k accounts because I want to increase on the risk a little bit. So let me explain this, but just, yeah, sure, absolutely, ask away. Funded Futures network, main difference between standard and express is just, yeah, mainly the minimum trading days. Yes, that's it. Yes, but I don't mind the 7 days. I have no issue with that. NQ at 25,735. Ah, what is gold doing? Yeah, gold is just doing the job. It's going sideways, as we talked about it. Gold is just doing the sideways thing. There were no major news as far as I checked. It's just started to drop. It's just falling for fun. Exactly. That's amazing, Rodriguez. 10k accounts. Wow. That's amazing. Yeah. Well, it seems like that there was a possibility earlier in the London session, but now I'm starting to give up hope. I feel like there could be another bigger squeeze coming up, which could be pushing the market all the way up there to the 850s or higher. And unfortunately for me, but it could be happening. And then we will see maybe a drop in the New York session. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. So thank you so much, by the way, everybody who subscribed today. Again, if you're just tuning in and if you just joined the channel, please give us a favor and push, or give me a push the like button, smash the like button. Let's show YouTube that we're here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let's smash those likes. Hours news. Trying to put out the tariff again. Their issue doesn't get fixed, so getting pessimistic. Oh, I think even if there would be another fiasco regarding those rare earth minerals, at the end of the day, I think they are going to come to an agreement. Maybe not in the very near future, but like in a couple of weeks or months, there should be an agreement regarding those minerals and all the other things. It's just a mutual interest, and both parties are seeing it, in my opinion. Both the Trump administration and China also sees that they need to continue the business, you know. I mean, I can imagine, obviously this is just my personal opinion, that the Chinese president would be getting a lot of pressure from some big tech companies in China if there would be a big tariff thing coming onto them. You know, we're talking about billions and billions of dollars, you know, and I think that would put some pressure on the Chinese prime minister, I think. So they will come to an agreement sooner or later. Imagine those huge high-tech companies trying to export their things and they're not getting their sales. They're going to pressure those politicians real hard. Yeah, exactly, Verbal. Guys, don't you believe that the market is run by algorithm? I believe that there are multiple algorithms in the market. I think so too. I mean, I think, but with one single algorithm that has been created by the ghost of the machine, I really hope that nobody buys that. I really hope that everybody has that common sense, not buying that BS. I'm sorry, no disrespect, but if you really think that there is one single algorithm made by the ghost in the machine that drives the market, I don't want to say anything because I'm gonna regret it. But yes, there are algorithms. I believe that multiple algorithms in the market, ran by big players, hedge funds, whatever. Let's go. You think, Martin? We'll see. The creator should be lucky to win a trade every time. Yeah. Oh man, this is... Yeah, unfortunately, Bob, that's what I think too. I think we're just gonna range all the way until the US session. And yeah, this is not looking good. Ranging market. We might see a bit of a liquidity surge at 4 a.m. but no, Microtech, Joey. No, I'm not going to participate in these competitions. We talked about this earlier this stream. I'm not I don't see the reason why would I participate. I mean, yes. Sorry again. I apologize. Yes, it's good for fun and you can make some profits, but I would just say that there are more reasons not to participate on my end than to why to participate. So more reasons against it than next to it for me at least. So but if anyone is in it, good luck to you guys. I wish really you guys can get the payout level. Yeah, this was a nice drop here in Asia. Yeah. Yes, coach sign. I am going to trade New York session. I will be at the market open at My Funded TV from 9 a.m. to 10:30, and after 10:30, I will be hopping into my channel back here, and we'll continue to trade the AM session. So yes, I will be here, and we'll see how it goes. Let's see how it goes, Martin. I'm curious. Unfortunately, I really think that this is it for my trade, because if you check on the 5-minute chart, NQ, look at this. The only fair value gap up here is at 849. This one has been swept already, and it's not going to hold this time. This fair value gap is not going to hold it. And because it's not going to hold it, 830, it's getting closer. 850 is going to get swept before the New York session. And maybe, and that's a huge question mark, you know, maybe it will go down after it's been swept. So right now, currently, if I would be sitting down to trade, I would not be entering into this short position. I would not be taking it. I would wait, even if it has to be a scalp at the end. I would wait for this market to go down to 730-ish area and then maybe jump into a scalp. But the way it looks currently, I would not. Yassine, hello. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, it's most likely it's gonna go through this level and it's gonna break above. Not getting back in. So market needs to reprice a little bit up. Yeah. Last Monday a week ago, and then another one yesterday. That is amazing, Joseph. Awesome. Congratulations, man. That's amazing. That's how it's done. Good job. This is Quant Tower. This is Quant Tower. But Quant Tower is able to connect through Project X too. So I have actually Project X accounts. I have a TRADEDAY account. I have a TRADEIFY account through Project X. Quant Tower is able to connect. That was the first time ever for back-to-back weeks. Let's go, Joseph. Congratulations. How are you finding it? Why not TradeAway? Why not TradingView? I like the multi-connection feature, most likely, Goners. So I was using NinjaTrader in 23, but the main reason I hopped into Quantower is because of the multi-connection feature. I'm able to connect to as many prop firms as I want to at the same time. I don't have to disconnect and reconnect or whatever. I can connect at the same time. And also it has the built-in copy trader feature. So all in one, basically. Everything is in one place. And by the way, I would say, yes, it takes a day or two to get used to it, but it's actually user friendly. It's not difficult to trade on it. Even for charting, it's fairly good. And it's free. Well, the free version does not have the multi-connection feature. If you want to connect to multiple prop firms at the same time, you do have to subscribe, which is a monthly $27 for the multi-connection feature, which is called advanced feature. So I pay $27 per month. I mean, it's $30, but you can get a discount using my code. So it's $27 with the discount, and I think it's worth it. I like it. Sometimes, I mean, 95% of the time it works perfectly. But that being said, I never seen any copy trader having no issues. I was using Replicanto, I was using cloud-based copy traders, I tried out TradeAway too. I always found bugs everywhere. This copy trader also had one or two issues, but it was nothing major. Mainly the thing that happened is that the trade was not closed, but because I always keep a tab opened up on my other screen just to see the open positions, if I see a stop loss or a TP being hit, I always immediately check on my tab that everything is closed, so I'm flat. And if something is not closed, there's a single button up here. Everywhere is there, close all. So then it's going to flash all the orders across all the prop firms and everywhere. So that's it. But it only happened once or twice. I mean, it's not a big deal, but other copy traders have issues as well. Nothing major. First time streamer using Quantower. I know quite a few other streamers using Quantower. You can't. So that's the thing. With TradeAway, you can't connect. So you cannot connect to TradeAway. But the only way, which I did that a couple of times, is until TRADEIFY did not have Project X, I bought the TradeAway account and I used a cloud-based copy trader. So I was using, for example, an Apex account on Rhythmic Connection. I traded it here in Quantower, and the cloud-based copy trader copied those trades to TRADEIFY's TradeAway account. That's how I managed to do that. But now, since Project X connection is available through Quantower, I can do that here. I don't need a cloud-based copy trader. By the way, Quantower is easily managing the Project X connection. Yes, we know that Project X crashed 2 times lately, but otherwise it's super easy to log in and handle the trades. No, Quantower cannot link TradeAway. No. What I'm saying is, if you want to copy between TradeAway accounts and not TradeAway accounts, you're going to need a cloud-based copy trader service like TradeSyncer, TradeCopia, PropFirm Sync, or there are some other names out there which is also have a monthly subscription. So you have to pay a monthly subscription. These are cloud-based copy traders which are also bugging out sometimes, just saying. You have to pay, and then with those cloud-based copiers you are able to copy between the different data providers. Yeah. Quant Tower cannot log into TradeAway. It's a different data feed. But it can log into ProjectX. It can log into DX feed. It can log into Rhythmic. So with that, you can connect to quite a few prop firms, which is a good thing. Absolutely, Connor. Hey, thank you. From instead of Tanya. My gosh. Thank you. Don't tell her that. So what do you have for Bulenox and funded? Well, Bulenox right now is down 75%. FundedTicks is, I think it's 50 or 40% down right now. I have to check the current promo. Funded Futures Network, sorry. Promotion. Right now, it's 50% off the resets. Yeah, I don't know the current deal. No update yet. Tambani, hello. Thank you for joining. There are some good deals. Apex is still doing the 70% off with $40 activation fee. I passed an account yesterday, so I got the $40 activation. So that's still a good deal. MyFundedFutures has the core plan, which is amazing. The flex add-on, $59 all in. Definitely great deal. Take Profit Trader and TRADEDAY with the daily payouts, they are absolutely great too. Good things are going. I'm not trading this morning on Apex, but I used to trade Apex. I have funded accounts with Apex. Last week I was trading, actually last week and before that I was trading a lot of Apex accounts. I mean, I was mostly trading on my Apex accounts. I mean, I'm not copy trading all the accounts. I have way more accounts than what you see here. Yeah, Apex never did the $40 activation fee deal. So 70% off with $40 activation. With the best code out there. With the best code. Yeah, by the way, Dave, thanks for asking. Rhythmic nowadays is working flawlessly, by the way. There were no issues recently with the Rhythmic connections. I mean, no major thing. Nowadays, in the past couple of months, that everybody is shifted to TradeAway and ProjectX. Nobody talks about Rhythmic anymore, and everything seems to be fine. Really. I have a natural accent. Well, it's hard to it's really hard to speak English for a Hungarian, because Hungarian is 180% the opposite in pronunciation than English. It's absolutely the opposite way to pronunciate in Hungarian. I'm confused. How do you connect Apex accounts to Quant Tower? With Rhythmic connection. When I buy the account at Apex, I choose Rhythmic. On the dashboard, you see Rhythmic. So you just choose Rhythmic. You're gonna get the Rhythmic credentials, and you just log in Quant Tower choosing Rhythmic connection. That's super easy. Top step would never. Yeah, K-Bell. Sure. Regarding Lucid 100K accounts, I'm trading pro account. There's a profit rule. That's the consistency rule. Yes, so basically that's the consistency of the profit target. Yes, it can actually go, you can actually go bigger, so it's not a hard breach. AD, you can make more. Your biggest winning day cannot be greater than 35% of your profits. So if you manage to push the account up to $10,000, then your biggest day can be $3,500. In 6K, I don't even know how much that is. It's $3,400, right? No. No, oh my god, it's not. It's $2,400. Yes. No. It's $2,300. $2,100. Okay. I'm gonna get it. Don't worry. I'm still sleeping. Yeah, Rhythmic is fine now. Yeah, now Project X has the issues. Rhythmic is now good. Intraday trading drawdown. Go small size. That's how simple it is, Variable. Always go small size. So as you can see, Bulenox also has intraday trailing, but this account at Bulenox that I'm trading, it's already above the safety net, so this is a static account. But I go small size every time, and that's why I don't really care about intraday trailing. I'm trading small. I don't care. It's not a big deal as long as you go small size. Exactly like Jack is saying. Oh yeah, AD. Yeah. Absolutely. You're welcome, AD. Yeah, it's completely a different language family, or I don't know. I mean, we are surrounded by, for example, you know, here Slovakia, Slovenia, Croatia, Romania. These countries are, you know, coming from the same Slavic language family, or I don't know how to express it. Completely different. Our cousins, so 1100 years ago, more than 1100 years ago, our ancestors came into this area where Hungary is. Our cousins were the people of Finland, the Finnish people, our cousins. So the way the Finnish people talk, to hear them is a little bit similar like when you hear the Hungarians talk. So we have a lot of things in common with the Finnish people because they were our cousins. So we came here. The way it happened, there were these friendly people, Slovakians, Slovenians, the ancestors of the current Slovakian, and all these Slavic people. They were living here peacefully, where Hungary is. And one morning, Hungarian people with the bows, you know, we just came in like, hey, let's kill everybody. So we killed everybody. We got the place, and that's why everybody hates us. Oh my god. That was a bad joke, I'm sorry. But that's what happened. Basically, Hungarians came in and took the land by force. Yes. They took the land by force, and you know, ancient history dictates that Hungarians are actually not really welcome here, because we just came in and, you know, our leaders 1100 years ago said, hey dude, look at this place, look at all these peaceful people there living, how cool, you know, what should we do? You know, I think we should take their stuff and take their land, and, you know, we're gonna be fine, and you know, and they said, all right, let's do this, guys, and they went down to the valley and they took the land. And that's how Hungarians became part of Central Europe. Yeah, we came from actually somewhere, well, Asia, well, and Mongolia. Yeah, there was, yeah, let's just stay with that. Yeah, we came from far. Yeah, so to be very truthful on this, Hungarians took the land 1100 years ago from the Slavic people here in center of Europe, you know. They said, the stories are saying that the ancient, I mean, our ancestors, Hungarians, they were very good with the bow and hunting. So they were able to hunt down people from the distance with the bow. And that's the story, at least. So who knows? I'm sorry, I'm very bad in this, but obviously it's not a joke, and obviously it's a serious thing, but it happened. So that's how we're here. They're good. Smallest size 50. The smallest size account right now is around 50, I think. 50k, yeah, or $50. I don't know how much. Rob the Scalper. Hey, where have you been? Good to see you, man. You're hungry. Yeah. Conquerors. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Attila the Hun. Yeah. They just conquered, yes. Hungarians just, you know, they just came in and said, hey, let's take this place. And that's it. So they didn't really care too much. It happened. Something like that, yes, Leon. Something like that. But again, you know, I don't want to go into politics and things. We cannot change the past. It happened. It is what it is. We are living in this simulation, so we have to go with this. So this is what it is. That's it. I'm in peace with everybody. I hope I'm not gonna get killed in Slovakia or Slovenia or Croatia or Serbia or whatever. But, no, I'm just joking. Kidnapped, as I wanted to say. Mongolia. Oh, Mongolia. By the way, it's a beautiful place, Mongolia. As far as I've seen many pictures. I have a friend of mine who was traveling all around Mongolia, showed me some great pictures. Hunger Games, yeah. Central Asia. It's a serious thing. All right, 80, thanks so much for being here. See you later. Nation of Warriors. Oh. Thinking to move out from Germany. Rob, I hear that about, I mean, I heard that it kind of happens in many countries nowadays. Economy is not so good. I keep reading about the German auto manufacturers, the car manufacturers. They're having issues. Like, I was reading that Porsche, I don't know how to pronounce it, Porsche sales dropped 95% in 1 year. 95% Porsche sales dropped. Also, BMW and Mercedes are having a huge issue. Sales dropping 35 to 40% in 1 year. Or by, not two, but by 40% in 1 year. I think the German automakers or car makers are having a problem right now, which is really affecting the whole industry. It has the ripple effect in lots of ways. Are your children born with the blue spots on their bottoms? I don't know. I don't have a kid. I'm currently watching Physical Asian Mongols are so strong. They are very strong. The Puma Schiffer just laying off. Oh my gosh, they're laying off people. You pronounce Porsche. I don't know. Well, I'm always gonna stick with BMW. I'm sorry. I'm just BMW enthusiastic. I can't help myself. In the bottom of my heart, even if I'm gonna drive some other car here and there, but in the rest of my life, in the bottom of my heart, I'm always gonna be a BMW enthusiast. But today's BMWs, in my opinion, BMW currently is manufacturing bricks and refrigerators. That's what they're making. So these are not cars anymore. These are bricks with 4 wheels and refrigerators with 4 wheels, something like that. So that's what they look like. The brand new X series, for example. It doesn't matter if X3 or 5 or 7, I don't know. So they are basically bricks on wheels. And where is the passion from BMW? Where is the design? What the hell is going on with BMW? I don't know. I think BMW is falling down from the cliff in design and also in well, in everything, you know. Damn, I forgot the word in Hungarian, in English. In the quality. Oh my god, I'm tired. So the quality of the materials also very bad in BMW. Very bad quality. By the way, we had the 4 a.m. early market open, so bad quality in the new BMWs. The design is horrendously bad. If I see some new BMW model, I can actually vomit myself on some of the new BMW models. I was like, really? This is what BMW is gonna do? BMW has this new era called the Neue Klasse. When I saw it, I almost vomited myself, really, when I saw that. I'm like, really? This is what you guys are gonna do? So if this is what BMW is gonna do, and I'm the biggest BMW fan out there, really. But if this is what they're gonna do, man, I don't know. I'm gonna switch. I have to switch to something else. I really do. I don't know what's happening there. If I would be the CEO of BMW, I would be just firing every designer immediately. Immediate fire, lay off all the design department. Everybody would be laid off at my command. Everybody. I don't know what's happening there. I don't know who authorized BMW to create these bricks on wheels. And the Neue Klasse, oh my god. It's a treason for BMW. It's a treason for the BMW enthusiasts. How does that car look like even? Is that a car actually? The worst designed car ever BMW manufactured, the Neue Klasse. Oh my god. Terrible. Terrible. I don't know what's going on there. I really don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry I bursted out about this, but it just makes me angry. Like, this is the world we're living. This is where we're going, or what the hell is going on? I'm gonna get ready with the giveaway business lens with the video editing later, and I'm gonna upload it. Sorry about that. German government did a great job in the industry. I'm not gonna go into the German politics. That's a different thing. I'm just talking about the car manufacturing. Americans revolted against the country and did finance move from America. Yeah. Just blown 2 nuke reactors. What? Oh my gosh. i8 Spider, it's a trash. The BMW i8 Spider looks good. Okay, so green. The i8 Spider looks good. The look is, you know, it's good. It's maybe not my style, but it looks good. Otherwise, the BMW i8 is the trashiest, mechanically the most trashiest BMW ever. I think it's a mechanical failure, the i8. It's the most trashiest BMW ever. The looks is a different thing. It's somewhat futuristic. It's kind of cool that they tried something new. I think it was 10-12 years ago they tried something new, which is awesome. But mechanically is the trashiest car BMW ever produced. It's a big pile of trash, the i8. Subprime lending. Yeah. BYD Leopard. Yeah, BYD cars are trending, are going to, there's a new BYD factory being established here in Hungary. Yeah, the E30, I think BMW was in its prime when E39, even the E60 series, the Bengal, I know a lot of controversy, the Bengal era. I love those cars. I think Chris Bengal and Adrian von Hooydonk, they really saw something. So I'm still, the last time BMW did something good was the Bengal era, I think. Yes, I know everybody hates it. I think it's still good. The BMW F10, the new, I mean, the 5 Series came after the E60. In Hungary, they call those cars rental cars. The BMW F10 and the F01, the F1, which is the 7 and the 5 Series, they call it rental cars. Why they call it rental cars? Because they look exactly the same, inside and outside out. Those cars look exactly the same. That's when BMW started to save money on manufacturing stuff. Like if you look at the earlier BMWs, the you know, the steering wheel, the inside of the car, everything, the cabin looked different on every series. They had to manufacture different type of buttons and switches and steering wheels. Everything had to be different to identify yourself that you're driving a 5 Series or a 7 Series or a 3 Series. After 2008, BMW decided that they're going to put the same exact steering wheel, the same exact button, the same exact iDrive, the same exact everything. Every button and every small detail has to be the same because they can actually save up a lot of money by not having to manufacture different type of materials. So the 5 Series, the 7 Series, and even the 3 Series, but mostly the 5 and the 7 are exactly the same cars. Exactly the same cars. Boring is the word that I would use for the F10 and for the F1. I had an F1. I had an F1 7 Series. Actually, I had 2 F1 Series. I like those cars. Yes, they were not bad, but the look and the feel is definitely more boring than driving a nice E39 or an E60 or even a very good conditioned E65, which is the 7. So, man, I'm talking too much about cars. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you show it? Nuke reactors. I don't know what should I show? Yeah, they lost the old days. You recall? Yeah, okay, but sorry, you're yeah. All right, let me go through the chat real quick. China car brands are actually, yeah. Oh, yesterday I was waiting for Nick to play Arc Raiders, so I had to play on my own. I was playing on my own. Hey, York, new sub, hello. Can you, yeah, basically I'm looking for liquidity levels, most likely supply and demand zones. And I'm looking for a displacement, which is a fair value gap to jump into the trade. But if you're really curious what I'm looking for, I suggest, York, you should check my latest video about supply and demand zones, which I uploaded about a month ago. It's the last video I uploaded. Check that video out. It's called Supply and Demand, but not the way you think. I explain every detail of what I'm looking for. That's a good question. Thank you. Yeah. I know. XM rules TikTok, yeah. It's not my taste, yeah. Maybe it looks, I saw there's a guy here 2 blocks from here who owns an XM. I used to see that car. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think it's terrible. It's trash. I don't like the way it looks. Talking cars. Hello, Natasha. Yo, you sold the Lambo. Let's go. Yeah. E70, E71. Order a Porsche. Let's go. Why not? Yeah, this is a trap area. That's for sure. E92, E93, they were amazing, yeah. Worked hard, tried a lot. Yeah, it takes a lot of emotional suffering and sorrow to be able to buy a nice car like this. But yeah. Yep, more about cars. Yeah. Yeah. I know everything about BMWs. I know so many things about BMWs. You wouldn't imagine how many things I know. Well, there's a gap here. If you check it to the left, there's a huge gap down there. I think the market sooner or later maybe is gonna go for sideways, but look at this gap here. It's almost like 180 points ish. There's a liquidity void, as we call it. If we zoom out, let me zoom out on the 1 hour. Actually, let's try the 30-minute. I never looked at 30-minute, but look at how price is kind of accumulating. It could be squeezing a little bit higher, but I think sooner or later it should be sweeping some orders from the gap. But the problem is this one can be going sideways all the way into the New York session. So all the way until 8 or 9 a.m. or even after the market opens. So maybe until 10. So just saying that I'm not going to babysit this one until 10. I mean, I'm going to leave it, but let's see what happens. Obviously, we still have time from the London kill zone, but that's what I think could be happening. You're welcome. I drive an E60. I could buy a newer model, by the way. I could buy a newer one. I'm driving an E60, which is in excellent condition, a 2009 E60. Now, they manufactured those cars from 2002 to 2010. Mine is a 2009 E60, which is the older generation, I know. But it's in, I must say that it's in excellent mint condition. The previous owner actually were taking care of it real good. Absolutely no cracks, no tears, nothing. The inside, the cabin looks absolutely almost like new. The engine is immaculate. Minor things that had to be repaired over the years, of course, but it's in absolutely perfect condition. I really love that car. I love driving it. Usually these cars are selling around $2,000 nowadays because it's going to the junkyard, right? So everybody's taking these cars to the junkyard now. Now my car is the opposite. My E60 is in absolutely perfect condition. And actually there's a few scratches on the bumper on the front. So I'm going to take it to the workshop. They're going to repaint that, the front bumper, and some minor cosmetic details which I'm going to repair on the car, but those are nothing. I really love it. I love it. I had an F1 series, 7 series, so I had a newer model than this one. I had a Z4, the newer Z4. I had, with this one, I had 3 E60s in my life. My first E60, I bought it in 2011. Then I bought another E60 in 2014. Then I had an F1. I had an E65, then an F1. Actually, I had 2 E65s, one F1, 2 F1, Z4, Z3. I had first Z3, then Z4. I had a couple of BMWs. Actually, that's not even all. But I love the E60s. Yeah, we're stuck here. The market is actually stuck. Look at this. Unbelievable. And I can imagine, as I said, that this one is just going to squeeze to the top. I have to check what's for lunch today. Let's look at what's for lunch. Oh. Okay. Okay. There's some good food there. Soup. Yeah, maybe I should order some soup. Let's see. Make it. Yeah, actually I should be making it. I gotta check what else is here. Let's see. Daily menu. Okay. Tomato soup. I like it. We have tomato soup. Okay. Okay, I think it will be good. No, you know what? I'm not ordering. I'm not ordering. I'm gonna eat there. I'm gonna go to the restaurant. I'm gonna go to the restaurant and I'm gonna eat it there. So there was another sweep here, and what we talked about, there's always going to be a sweep and a bounce, sweep and a bounce. So I'm not trusting this yet. It did the same exact thing all the way. Just sweeping and bouncing. Why is it taking so long? You know what I'm gonna eat today? I decided I'm gonna eat langosh. That's what I'm gonna eat. No, I'm not. It's taking forever. But as I said, we still have time until 5 a.m. So, you know. Which platform are you using? Yes, I'm using Quantower. I'm using Quantower. With Quantower, you're able to connect to multiple prop firms. So currently I have a couple of MyFundedFutures accounts, Bulenox, but I also have Apex Funded Futures. I have a lot of accounts, but currently I only trade on these accounts in this London session particularly, but depends. Yeah, sure, K-Bell. I'm not gonna. What I can do, because it's not a huge secret, is Trading Star is helping me to edit these videos, which I put on for shorts. Maybe for video editing purposes, I can leave the stream on. I'm gonna turn my camera off and see if this one's gonna hit the stop loss or the TP later. It can hit the stop loss super easy. I saw this many times. It can bounce 100 point in 2 minutes. I think it's better than TRADEIFY, but this is just my personal opinion. If you want to connect to multiple prop firms, though, you need to pay for a monthly subscription. There's a free version of Quantower. The free version only allows you to connect at one prop firm at a time. But you can copy trade. The copy trader is free. It's built in. It's free. So obviously at the same prop firm, you're able to copy trade multiple accounts for free. But for the multi-connection feature, you have to pay. Yeah, TRADEIFY is not working through Quantower, unfortunately. Rhythmic, DX Feed, Project X, and some others, I don't know, but Quantower is not. Quantower, sorry, TRADEIFY is not. TRADEIFY is not, unfortunately. They say it's totally different data feed. Okay. Let's see what happens. TRADEIFY is good, by the way. As I'm saying, yeah. So I have no bad thing to say about TRADEIFY. The main reason I ended up with Quantower is the multi-connection feature. That's the main reason. I have nothing bad to say about TRADEIFY. I think it's a good platform. It's solid. It's a big company. I think NinjaTrader bought up TradeAway anyway, so NinjaTrader is big as well. So no bad things about TradeAway. He's teasing us. I'm not gonna close the stream, but I gotta make a few phone calls. I gotta fix up a drink, and I will be here. I'm curious actually how this is going. And I have an appointment to be, but I'm not going away. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this off, and maybe I can put this in so you guys actually will see someone. And you know, I'll be here. All right, I'll be here, and I'll be right back. All right. I'll be right back. What is going on? What is going on? Come on. I just had the shower. Don't tell anyone. What is going on? Come on. Terry is here. Hello, Terry. I'm back, don't worry. That was my co-host, Carl. He was handling the show. And now I'm back. Come on, what's up with this? What's up with this thing here? We should be crashing down. Terry, how you doing? We need to go down, everybody. We need to go down. Come on. Come on. Just go. Drinking coffee? All right. You're up early, Terry. You're up early. Oh, it's good to see you. Join us next time if you're early on the London session. Anytime, you're welcome to join. You don't need to wear makeup, don't worry. Good to see you too. Come on, NQ. Drop it. Drop it, please. Pretty please. I'm not even looking for the 697 or the 700. I'm okay with 705, 706. Why is it taking for so long? You know what? I think I made my decision. I'm gonna close everything manually. Watch how the market is gonna drop as I close everything. I closed everything manually. Watch how it's going to drop. But it was fine. I closed everything. I closed everything. It was dangerous because look at this. I saw this happening. It was bouncing up there. I can imagine a bounce again. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I made profit across my evaluations, funded accounts, the Bulenox accounts looking good. Look at the where's the Bully account? These Bulenox accounts are ready for the third payout almost. So these are about 3,000. I'm good. I'm perfectly good. I don't care. It was only 10 points to the TP. I'm fine. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine because, you know, because it's a high resistance here around 700, we could see some bounces happening. So yes, it can also go down, but we can see like this. And then, you know, who knows? And I don't want to babysit this trade anymore. Yes, took it. There you go. But I have an idea. I have a feeling that it's going to go lower now. Now that I exited, the market makers, you know, they're saying, okay, he's out, dump it. He's out. SMT, yeah, there's an SMT. But it was a good one. I liked it. I really did. I enjoyed it. Are you entertained? Yeah, it should be. Even if it is going sideways, I can imagine like one thing is that it's gonna super easily go through right now, or if it's not going right now, it can bounce up all the way up there, and then during the New York session, it's just boom, it's just gonna go all the way down. So that's what I'm not going to wait for. That's why I closed it. But it's good. All right, everybody, I have an appointment. So thank you so much for watching. Almost 3 hours this stream. That's good. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless you all. I'll be back for My Funded TV today, and after that, we're going to continue here in the New York session. Yeah, so thank you so much, Terry. See you at My Funded TV. Thank you so much for dropping in, Terry. Next time you can join us on the stream too. All right. So Ladies and gents, thank you again. Everybody's amazing. If you would like to support the channel, please don't forget to use the TOMSABO code. It works for MyFundedFutures, even for the Core Flex promo or any other promo at MyFundedFutures. Use it for Take Profit Trader, Funded Futures Network, Lucid as well, TRADEIFY, and FundingTicks if you want some instant funded accounts. Also, TRADEDAY, daily payouts with TRADEDAY and Take Profit Trader, by the way. Check them out. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for the support. I'm grateful. And God bless you all. I'll be back at MyFunded TV. Cheers.